What's going on, you guys? Welcome on back to the channel. Now, yes, I'm back with My Hero Academia content, but I have a new angle to talk about My Hero Academia because I was always thinking to myself, I'm not going to come back to My Hero Academia if I don't have something I want to talk about in terms of like the story and all that, and like if I can add anything to the conversation. And I think I found a good angle for that. And that angle is I'm frustrated. I am absolutely frustrated because My Hero Academia Season 7 is currently airing at the time of this recording. And it's actually kind of good. Like, I'm kind of upset about that. I'm upset with the fact that it's this good because they're adapting some of the worst material in the story, man. It hurts me. So let's really get into this. Let's break it down why I'm upset with or why I'm frustrated with My Hero Academia right now. So, like I said, they're adapting some of the worst material. And with that comes they're adapting Deku vs. Shigaraki. Deku vs. Shigaraki in the manga, man, that is just not a good read, at least to me. Like you're watching like Deku pretty much just be a puppet to One for All the whole time. He's essentially just an avatar for the One for All Vestiges to just take turns talking to All for One. So I had like little to no expectations going into that fight. But once episode 13 hit and you got to see like the fight really like kick off in the anime, they did good. They did actually a very good job adapting that because like you actually like they gave us moments where it felt like Deku was in control still. Like we got to feel like Deku was in control. Deku felt like the hero that we always thought he could be in the story. This felt like Deku at his peak. The Deku that I always envisioned was always going to come to be. Like when and then like it's accompanied by Yusei Run. You adding Yusei Run was a choice that I felt was so obvious, but the way it was implemented and the way it was used, it was like, okay, yeah, this is Deku's big hero moment. Like this is his hero moment. Fighting All for One, saving Shigaraki. Like this is like, okay, this is his big hero moment. Like, but it's also frustrating because of everything that's going to come after this, and the fact that they have a freaking staring contest for like multiple chapters, and we're gonna pivot away from this soon enough anyway. Like the fight was so good. Like episode 13 is such a good fight because or episode 13 is just such a good episode for the fight in general because it has such a clear sense of focus, right? Like they adapted Deku getting angry, they adapted all that perfectly. Like cuz you get to see Deku have borderline a panic attack because of what he saw with Bakugo and everybody because he's like I'm late. This is my fault. Like if I didn't get sucked in by Toga, like I could have prevented this. So you really get to see Deku's emotions on full display, which is a complaint I had with My Hero for the longest time, is because it felt like Deku's emotions were always pushed to the sideline near the end because it felt like Horikoshi was like, why did I do this? It felt like Horikoshi wanted to write off Deku's emotions near the ending, which is weird. I always thought it was a weird choice. Now, another thing that frustrated me about or what's frustrating about this season is Spinner. Now, and why it's frustrating is because there's so many characters that are getting more to do in this final season. Like you get to feel for these characters in a better way. But that's not the case with Spinner because Spinner's like whole arc has essentially been butchered for so many seasons now because they've been cutting so much shit haphazardly and putting it in different parts of the show. Like Spinner's whole like when he grabs Shigaraki and yells at him, that wasn't what's it called in the League of Villains arc. It wasn't there. They cut it and they had to put it somewhere else. They had to put it in the war arc, the first war arc. Like Spinner's whole arc is so like it's so Frankenstein together that you don't feel anything when they're adapting it. Like I could see that I saw them trying to like make me feel something with Spinner's arc, with everything with Kirigiri and all that, but like it just doesn't hit. And plus the material they're adapting there is some of the worst shit I've read on a week to week. It was so horrible. Horikoshi did not understand anything he was writing about back then. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. That's some of the worst written and worst stuff I've ever seen in manga. That whole shoji spinner shit. So bad. I don't care what anybody says. Like, no. That was terrible. And it like but maybe it could have been better if like Bones didn't so butcher Spinner's arc throughout the story, but that's neither here nor there. Now, the final reason that I'm making this video, and the main reason why I've been so frustrated with My Hero Academia, is everything that was going on with Gentle Criminal. Now, Gentle Criminal, when he shows back up in the manga, I didn't really care. It's like, oh, okay, they're bringing past people back, and like, because Horikoshi at that time didn't really give me like an emotional like through line to really care that Gentle came back. But in the anime, you get to see like you get all these new scenes with Gentle Criminal in the jail. At least I think they're new. But like you get these whole new scenes with Gentle breaking out, and all he wants is to see La Brava again. And then like the whole underlying theme of Gentle coming back is that absence makes the heart grow fonder with him and La Brava. You see him use La Brava's attack. A whole new version of Might You is accompanying him as he goes up to hold the school, and he's he's fulfilling his dream to be a hero and making up for damaging that hero that he tried to save like when he was younger. Like, and then you see Deku realize that Gentle Criminal's there, and you get to see the emotions, and like it felt so good to see that. Like I was like, wow, I'm feeling something for this Gentle Criminal shit. Like I'm feeling something. And then you see another one for all vestige show up, pull Deku away from his emotions, and make him lock back into face Shigaraki. Like, bro, I did not care for that at the end. Like, let Deku have an emotion for like more than a couple seconds, man. Like, please, that's all I ask. Just let Deku have some emotions. Ah, man, like it's that's just what's frustrating about My Hero season 7. In a nutshell, you have all these great like emotional moments, and like you have all these great like moments of animation and all that, but then you realize that they're adapting some of the worst material like in the story because like you get all this good stuff, but then they got to pivot back to everything that's wrong with the final arc of My Hero Academia, and like how this arc is the culmination of all of Horikoshi's bad writing decisions. But I think that's going to do it for me today. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you guys agree with this? Do you guys also think that there's a frustrating aspect to this season of My Hero, or do you think completely different and you think it's like peak? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I'm going to talk to you guys next time. Bye.